Hello, welcome back to Waffle Wisdom. In 1997, Roberto Benigni came out with a film called Life is Beautiful. It is one of the most poignant and, well, yes, beautiful films I have ever seen. It tells the story of a father and his son in the concentration camps of Nazi Germany. You see, during that time, this father wanted to protect his son from the horrors around him. And so he played little games. He pretended that they were on a grand adventure. He used his imagination to help his child be protected mentally and emotionally from the tragic, the grotesque horror that was going on around them. You say, Steve, what does that have to do with education? My friends, I would say everything. There are times when you and I don't feel like bringing the joy. Now, first off, let's make something very, very clear. On our worst days, we are still in paradise compared with the scenario like I just described. So we do have to take a little bit of stock. Yes, it's trouble when the car is in the shop. And we don't know when we're going to get it back and whether we're going to be able to afford the repairs. If we're having relational trouble on our own, financial issues, yeah, those are problems and those are serious. But still. That said, there are days we don't feel like bringing it. We don't feel like bringing the joy and the happiness. Okay? I want to share with you a couple of things as to why we need to, and some thoughts on this. One, it is not the job of our students to bear our burdens. It just isn't. We're adults. And whether you have a problem with the administration or I've got a problem with a colleague a couple of doors down the hallway, listen, that's for us to deal with. As professional adults, we don't bring that into the classroom. It's not our students' job to bear our burden. Sometimes I have to tell students this themselves as they want to try to bear the burdens of their fellow students. And I love that students care about each other so much and will try to help. And very often they can and can be a great resource for their friends. But sometimes the problems are beyond what fellow teenagers can handle. And I need to point out, we've got a great counseling department. All right, you might need to talk to a parent about this one. All right, this is beyond your scope, and it is not your burden to carry. Now, the Roman philosopher Seneca wrote in one of his epistles. He was a Stoic philosopher, and first century BC, and he made a comment to a friend of his. He said, "It's better that you don't get thanked for something than that you simply don't do something that was thankworthy." Okay, so if you're doing something, hey man, somebody doesn't always thank me and they're not showing any gratitude. He says, don't be the kind of person then that stops doing good things. All right, do the good things anyhow, even when you're not getting thanked. Sometimes it's not because of outside influences. We're just not feeling the joy because we're not getting it from the students. Guess what? They're not there for us. We're there for them. Now, there should be this wonderful relationship back and forth, and you've got this great dynamic relationship in the classroom. Fabulous. But you and I both know that doesn't happen every single day. And when it doesn't, we can't be, well, they don't love me, so I'm just not going to bring the joy. We have to bring the joy every day. Folks, I hope you found this episode helpful, enjoyable yourself. If so, we'd love to have you subscribe, whether it's on YouTube or on whatever platform you use for listening to your podcasts. As always, have a waffle day.